Yo, what's up? I'm Nick Roy.
I'm Spencer Fresh.
This is the 5-minute warning. Walk styles.
Let's go.
Spenny.
Easy waiver wire pickups this week. So obviously, number 1, Gus Edwards. Number 2, Chris Conley. Gus Edwards, I don't know where he came from. I don't think anybody saw that.
Yeah.
Anybody who picked him up before this week is a genius.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take a shot, though, right? There's nobody else. I told you to get Traquan Smith.
Yeah.
Third week of the season, finally busted out. He might be the real deal. We'll see. Great counterpart.
Drew Brees was passing to everybody, though, so I don't know. It's hard to rely on somebody like Traquan Smith on a week-to-week basis.
That's
but
fair.
Dynasty is amazing.
But I think you can see him getting, like, I don't know, like 5-6 catches a game more consistent. Like a better 10
targets for sure.
5 or 6. But he's such a beast. Like, he can get some teeds, you know?
Yeah, that's true. It could happen, but I just don't see him being that consistent guy. I think he'll have big games. He's an amazing flex play, or a WR3. I wouldn't have him as like a top 2, that's all.
Fair. Anything else you want to talk about before we get
Alex Smith breaking both his tibia and fibia. Ouch.
Yeah.
What's that mean for everybody on the team? Well, that whole offensive line is injured. Their QB is injured. I was like an AP in the middle of the season, like a decent RB2, but now it's hard to think he's going to do anything. They're going to be a disaster.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
They're done. Poor AP. It's going to put a clamp on his season, I think.
Yeah.
But again, it's always such a volume thing. He's still going to get 25, 30 touches a game or something. So,
well, maybe he gets more touches now and that they
right.
go to him. But I think defenses will sort of scheme for that anyway. So
For sure.
maybe a couple TDs. I think he's TD reliant.
Yeah, if they can get TDs, if they don't fall into the Buffalo Bills trap of how bad we suck, we can't even get down there.
Yeah, the worst. Do you think Golden Tate's going to come back?
Not this season, I don't think. I don't think it's time to change everything up over there in Philly. Although, is it after that shellacking they took?
Yeah, they're not playing well.
I didn't see that coming. I really like Wentz.
Yeah. So we just finished watching the KC Rams game, and boy, what a game.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who played in that game, who scored one of the 85 touchdowns. Much appreciated. The excellence and beauty.
Worth mentioning,
the toe-tapping touchdowns.
Nick and I were playing a game where we're Tony Romoing calls before and betting $1 on it.
Yeah.
And Nick called a Chris Conley TD pass.
Chris Conley pre-snap. Here it comes, folks. Won me a buck. TD. Big deal.
Big buck. Big buck.
Yeah, we had some nice props. We talked pre-game over/under total touchdowns per side of the ball, except key players like Kelsey and Hunt and Hill and Gurley,
Cooks, Woods.
Yeah, and so we set an over/under at how many TDs they would score a game, and then we each took sides for Chunwons.
The numerous defensive touchdowns in the game.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Both by the same guy. What was his name again?
Ukamala? Ukalakamakalika?
Man, did he put an impression? Aaron Donald.
Guy was awesome.
Best player in
Aaron Donald, you, sir, are what is known as a scary beast.
Oh, yeah.
No one wants to see that wall coming through that line. Double teamed on 72% of plays and still leads the league in sacks.
How do you do that? 13.5 sacks? He had caused 2 fumbles.
It's a wonderful thing.
Unreal.
It's a wonderful thing to watch. It was very fun.
Yeah, I don't know how you do...
I'd like to apologize to Mahomes. I've been down on him all year, really giving it to him. Just played maybe the best defense that's ever existed in football, at least tied for probably number 1 right now.
Yeah, he had almost 500 yards.
Still threw for just under 500.
That's amazing.
2 of those picks were
6 TDs, but 4 turnovers. But I mean, it's hard to really predict or
too much. Well, I mean, that last pick is right at the end of the game. I think it only.
I think he had 2 picks like that. To be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
2 long bomb, last minute picks. I mean, your O-line's somewhat responsible for the fumbles. You're trying to look down the field. Really hard to predict.
Yeah. Do we give props to McVay for being so aggressive when they were trying to run up the clock?
I don't know. I would have you have the best running back in the league. You just run that ball.
I think so. I think that's
That's
the
what
play
I would. And I
there.
understand playing aggressive, but
I
I
love
think
McVay so much.
Me
Maybe
too.
a little too fancy.
Me too.
right
That was a
there.
little bit too much. I understand being aggressive wins you games, but
Yeah.
and they're a crazy defense, so you want to end it, and you're passing well. So I
Yeah.
get the idea,
Sure.
but I think that's the one time that I'm like, I got to play that conservative. Their defense isn't great. Go Gurley, although he didn't have a bad game. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
No, I think
Didn't
I'm
have a
on your
great game.
side too, though. I think that's the play. I think he didn't have a great game, and I think maybe that's why they didn't go that way. But
We would have been saying we would be a lot harsher right now had KC scored at the end of the game and won that game. So
yeah.
because
Yeah.
they could have ran it out. Although they did have 3 timeouts, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was still. I don't
Could have
know.
went either way.
Give your beast, Mr. Gurley, the ball.
Anyways, that wraps us up this week for 5-minute warning.
All right.
We'll see you guys next week.
Enjoy.
Later.